Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Let's chat. How you guys doing? We have something to talk about today. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Sorry, it's been a while. I just got back from my hideout. We went on a hideout. So just got back. How you guys doing? Come on in. When you come in, take the time to share this. We want to talk about how to take care of ourselves. How you doing? When you come in, let me know where you're listening from. So let me take the time to share this on my other platforms because I want to talk from my heart today. I want to talk from my heart. I hope you guys had a great Valentine. Yeah, I'm tired because we just came back. Just a little mini getaway. And we just got back. Good evening, good evening. When you come in, let me know where you're listening from. I just want to talk. So I think sometimes we do forget ourselves and then forget what we should be paying attention to. But the topic today is be kind to yourself. And when I say this, I'm not underestimating this topic. Be kind to yourself. There's a reason. There's so much reason why you need to be kind to yourself. You know, this world is full of judgmental people. Everywhere you turn around, people are judging you. People are just having opinion about a lot of things. I have tried to mentor people as much as I can. Like someone like me, I really don't give a shit. And I'm not saying this to be nice to anybody. I don't give a hoot. Because you can understand that sometimes people people do all kinds of stuff to you. All kinds of stuff to you. And they don't want you to react, right? People are going to be doing everything they can. They don't want you to react. But when you react, that's when the opinion will now begin to act like it's coming against you. I'm here to tell you, be kind to yourself. You have to love yourself more. You have to know when to stop tolerating rubbish. I say rubbish because sometimes there's so much that is going on that I was sharing with someone last week. I said, if you go over the years, there are people that you need to avoid in your life. There are people you need to eliminate. I don't care what title they carry. But you're going to be taking a whole lot from those people. And then at the end of the day, people still expect you not to react. Whatever anybody have told you in the past, you need to look into yourself and make sure that you're nice to yourself. And I'm not, when I keep saying nice to yourself, because I know what depression can look like. If you don't take care of yourself, people are going to drive you into depression. And at the end of the day, people are still going to think that you did this. No matter what you do, people are going to talk. Stop taking people's opinion to determine how your life is going to be directed. Stop doing that. And I'm not saying that people's opinion don't matter, but I want you to be kind to yourself, that you don't follow people to judge you. I don't know if this makes sense. It's like people are always talking based on what they know. What I posted this morning about assumptions and things happening, people are living with certain level of assumption. If I tell you that those assumptions is not your business, you might not believe me. It's not your business. It's not your business that people are assuming certain things about you. Your business, your goal is to continue to be who you are. Continue to hold yourself to the highest esteem. If you don't hold yourself to the highest esteem, who will hold you to who will do it? The world is full of people trying to bring you down. The world is full of people sitting in their house making judgment about things they don't know. So why are you joining the world to hurt you? There's something about me believing that no human has authority over how your life goes. If you let that sink in, you will understand that all this noise people are making has no value. It's not relevant to how your life ends up. It's how you take it, how you begin to take those information and then begin to process it within yourself and begin to make it seem like you are the one that have to now begin to defend something else that somebody's doing. If you look through life, that's what we're doing. So be kind to yourself. And I did make some notes so I can stay on track as usual. One of the first things I want you to think about when you want to be kind to yourself is that you need to set boundaries. You need to set boundaries. You know, there are certain boundaries I see people crossing all the time. I have had so much experience about what happened to me. In this 2025, I'm a very different person. Different person that I am is that I know what my value is. I know what my value is. I know who I am. I know what I've been through. And I see you. I know what you have done in the past. Now, how I'm taking those things that you have done in the past is going to be a reflection on how you see me. And most people don't like that because they want you to keep on taking BS, right? So you have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries. You have to have line that people can cross. You have to, in your head, you have to know what you can take. Let's assume that you're in let me give you an example because I want to make sure when I'm talking about this, I'm giving you specific examples that you can maybe relate to, or maybe you can link it to something that you're thinking about. Let's assume that you're in a certain environment, right? And then there's so much going on. There's so much chaos going on in that environment. People are always talking and doing certain things. And somebody is going to keep pushing your button. You know how people push your button? You got to say something. And when they put your button, you react. Guess what? All eyes will be on you. It's like you're the one reacting to what somebody else have done to you. But in order to make that reaction fruitful, let's make it worth your while. Make sure you have clarity. Learn what you can give up. What I mean by what you can give up is that everything people are doing to you, what can you sacrifice? What can you say that doing this, I'm going to let it go? Learn what you can say, that's it. You say, no. You want to leave it. One of the greatest things I want to be on the top of the line for you is your happiness. Your happiness should be on the top of the line. If your happiness is not on the top of the line, you are cheating yourself out. Those boundaries you're setting is that anything that somebody is going to do, it doesn't matter who they are. When I'm talking about it, I'm talking about both family members, friends, someone you know for 50 years, even your parents. If there's something that somebody is going to do that is going to step on the path to your happiness, you need to cut it off. You're setting a healthy boundary. So that means this thing you're doing, if I keep tolerating it or allowing you to be close to me while you're doing it, I'm going to keep getting those ill feelings. I'm going to keep getting those negative energy that might in turn hurt me. So because of that, I know both of us are supposed to be sweet. But right now, there are some certain characters you are displaying that is not in line to my happiness. I'm going to put you far away. It doesn't matter who you are. Put that person far away from you. If you do that, you begin to protect yourself. Because if that person can be jumping around, acting crazy, acting like a mad person, it will not affect you because you have now disconnected That boundary that you set, that's your happiness. They have crossed it. And when you cross it, you are going to go back to stay where you are. Guess what's going to happen when you do that? People will start to make you feel like you have done the worst. Nobody will remember what you have gone through to tolerate a nuisance in your life. Nobody will remember it. Nobody will remember anything. People will still be encouraging you to keep that door open. If you keep that door open, it's going to affect your happiness. So who are you going to choose? You're going to choose yourself, because you are God's special made. You are very important. You are God's creation. So you're not going to allow anybody, just anybody, to cross a line to begin to give you negative feelings that you are tolerating. Put them back on the fence. As a matter of fact, those people are not relevant. Anybody that has relevancy in your life to partake in the goodness of your life should not be doing anything. Nobody should be doing anything negative to affect you. When people begin to act certain way, they are doing some things that you know that it wants to be against you. Those people want you to keep taking it, right? As long as they are winning, I say winning, people are listening to them. People are buying into their delusional mindset, and you're going to keep taking it. They're going to stay happy. But you have to disconnect that person, because in your head, you see me in my head, whenever you do anything against my being, you are not relevant to me. You are not. That doesn't mean that God did not create you. That doesn't mean that you're not loved. I say, me, Hope Obika. Ada Simeon Obika, me. You do anything that's going to put me in the mindset that I'm going to constantly be feeling negative energy, you're not relevant. I have set that boundary. People don't like it because they're going to keep trying to pull you back into, to entertain that nuisance they have created. You are not. Number one, remember the topic is for you to be kind to yourself. You have to be gentle. Be very gentle to yourself. So set boundaries. The next thing is I need to connect with the right people. See, I keep talking about connection. And when I talk about connection, the connection in your life is very critical. The reason why it's very critical is that it can determine a lot. If you're not connected to the right sources, you're going to keep struggling. So that means you are connected to people that is always going to navigate how you act. People are always going to tell you, jump up, go left, go right, and then you find yourself drifting up and down. And not connecting correctly is going to detour your growth. It's going to detour your progress. If people you're connected to cannot tell you the honest truths, or if you cannot respect the truth that people that you're connected to are telling you, you're in the wrong circle. Because somebody that loves you and care about you can be able to correct you and let you know when you're going off the path. Sometimes we don't know how we act. Sometimes the way we see, people see us is different from the way we act or the way we see ourselves. Because as a human being, like I keep saying, be gentle to yourself, right? You're going to be seeing yourself as acting very normal. But from the outside, people are going to see that maybe there's a little bit of craziness or madness in how you act or how you do what you're doing. Until you have the right connection that can be brutally honest to you, you're going to keep misbehaving and it's going to deter your growth. Your connection is one of the things that you have to think about. And one thing that I see people do is that when you're connected to people, you feel like it's a lifetime. It's not. Everybody have a season. Everybody have time expiration dates. It might not be the same time, but there's a time that you connect to somebody. You ask yourself, what value is that adding to your life? Imagine you having a business. Every day, the business you have, there's somebody in your business that's always making you lose money. So your cost, that person is creating a high level of expense costs to you. And your business continuously go down every day because of that individual. Are you going to leave that person there and go down with the person, and your business, everything you worked hard for is going to go down because of the person? No. You're going to find a way to disconnect from that person. You're going to put that person away from you because that person is not bringing anything that's valuable to your life. That's how your life should be. Because while you're doing that, you yourself, you're becoming valuable to people. There are people today, when they think about me, they smile. People tell me that all the time. If you think about me, you're not smiling, waka go. You don't need to force anything. If I think about you and I get ill feeling, you are not relevant. Because God did not create us to continuously beat ourselves up because of relationships. You cannot do that. This life is too short. You know, I have seen people that lose their life. I remember when Ike was alive. Oh my God. People will not let you enjoy your life. People have an opinion. People are always judgmental. As soon as Ike left this world and passed away, they moved on to the next victim. Imagine if Ike did not set boundaries. Ike set very strong boundaries. That boundary, he said that if I'm making a mistake, let me make it. It's my life. I will correct it. Because if you don't set that boundaries, people are going to keep detecting what you do. But why do you have those people in your life if they're detecting all those things to you that's making you not feel good about yourself? Why are they in your life? Are those things that important? Why are you hanging out with somebody because of a title they have in your life and you know you're not happy? There are people that when I think about them, I either have to change to accommodate them, or I'm going to act out of character to accommodate them. I don't want. I'm not the type that wants. I don't want. Stay on your own, I stay on my own. Because you have your own people, I have my own people. We don't have to connect like that. So I see people going out of character because they're connecting with the wrong people. And when you keep doing that, I ask you the question, for how long would you do that? How long will you keep putting yourself back while you accommodate nonsense that people are dishing at you? How long will you do that? So make sure you have the right connection. The next thing I want to talk about is you need to begin to. Hi, Mercy. Lucy, how are you? You need to begin to rest. If you need to cry, you need to cry. Part of being gentle with yourself is that you need to be able to take in some emotions. What is it that is heavy in your heart? What is it that you feel like each time you think about? There are certain things I've been battling for over a year now, right? It goes up and down. The emotion is always up and down. Because, you know, sometimes when you have something heavy in your heart, some days you wake up, it's like, oh my God, I got the answers. Then you go back to sleep. Oh my God, it doesn't work like that. So you have things bothering you up and down. What I do and what I've been trying to do, sometimes it's not easy. When you have those things that are heavy in your heart, it's sort of walking around with it, because once you start dwelling on them, they begin to weigh you down. I have tried my best to make sure that I delete and disconnect from things that are really weighing down on me. People don't know what you're going through. Nobody knows. Even if you try to explain it, nobody knows. All people know how to do is judge, criticize, have an opinion. Nonsense, unrelevant, unwarranted opinion. The reason why I keep talking about this is because if you have never been depressed, you don't want to go there. When you are walking a fine line between normalcy and depression, you understand what I'm talking about right now. That is very critical to your livelihood. It's very critical to you making it. So you trying to accommodate people's rubbish because of who they are, is now you're sacrificing yourself, because when you slip into that depression and something start going on with you, guess what? They're going to be laughing more. They're going to even have more judgment about that. They're going to even have more opinion about that. So either way, People are going to talk, right? So you must dwell on your happiness and yourself. So if you need to cry about something, cry about it, but let it have an end. If there's something that is bothering you, solve that problem and let it go. The first thing you want to ask yourself, do you have any control over that? If you don't, let it go. If you have control, what can you do to positively come out of that situation without having to feel like you have done something wrong? If you can. If you cannot, you still have to let it go. You need to learn how to tackle a problem head on, analyze it, break it down, solve it or let it go. Don't carry issues on and on and on. If you keep doing that, you are really creating a turmoil within yourself that is going to end up making you sick, making you not happy, or making you develop some level of emotional problem. There are a lot of crazy people walking around there. There's a lot of crazy people walking around there. There are certain things that people will do or say, you know, that this mental state we're talking about, that there's very, very, there's a fine line between someone being normal and someone being crazy. So you don't want to get there. You don't even want to allow yourself to get there. Why I say cry is because sometimes you can cry a good cry. Yes, you can. Sometimes you can cry a good cry. Just let it out. Whatever you need to do, just talk, just cry and then do whatever you need to do. Once you finish that, move on. Just move on. Learn how to move on. Analyze any problem you have, any situation you want to deal with. Once you analyze it, move on from it. Because you dwelling in it and you being able to harbor that and carry it on will not get you anywhere. So learn how to cry and learn how to rest. Rest is one of the things that we underestimate. Rest is one of the things that we don't really think about it. Most people look at rest, they feel like it's being lazy. There are people that know how to go. They don't know how to rest. Like I've been talking lately about my retirement. When I get there, once I put a plug on it, I'm going to come to this Facebook. We're going to count down to my retirement. It's going to be a national announcement. You are going to partake in me, dwelling in the goodness that God has decorated me with. You're going to partake in it. So learn how to rest. When it's time, rest. See all these people that are working certain age. Ask yourself the question, can your bone take it? Can your mental state take it? How long do you have to work so hard that you begin to feel it in your bone? As I am right now, I have my limitations. Number one, I don't work weekends, right? And then there's certain hours I can't. When I was young, I can get up by 7 a.m. and go to work. I can be on my feet working until later. I cannot do that now. I can't. And I'm going to talk some 55 in April. Because I started working when I was 7 years old. Me and you are not the same. I started working when I was 7 years old. I was on the street selling things. So you're not going to expect me to work in my 60s. I'm not going to do that. Does that make sense? So you know what your capabilities are. Me, I am entering my rest zone. I am entering my rest zone. Is that my business that you find it like it's different? It's up to you. You know, I'm entering my rest zone. So know when to rest. You are not the same with everybody. You have worked hard. Me, I started a long time ago. You guys know I've worked for Seed of Use. It's going to 32 years in November. How many of you can come out and say you have stayed in a company for over 30 years? That's not easy. Those 30 years are not easy. So you're going to tell me that when I'm ready to go and rest and enjoy this great things that God decorated me with, you want to come and stop me with your nuisance? No, you are not. That's why you have to train your mental state to get to where you need to go. Learn how to rest. Learn how to rest. That money you're chasing, would you have time to enjoy it? Every morning when you wake up, you are hustling. You're hustling. You're cheating. You are lying. You are doing all kinds of stuff just to make this money. You're doing all these things you're doing. When would you enjoy it? Learn how to rest. Be kind to you. Be nice to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. Love you more. You cannot love anybody if you don't love yourself. I'm sorry to tell you this. If you haven't heard it before, I'm about to repeat it. See how you go around claiming, I love this person, I love this person, I love this person, but people look at you, you're not looking well, you're looking like you're crazy, like me, I'm out of shape right now, right? I'm working towards my health. I'm a health junkie. I am. I'm a natural health junkie. So I'm doing all this stuff, and all of a sudden, I think I can train somebody and care for somebody else if I don't know how to take care of myself. Learn how to take care of yourself. Love yourself more. So you can be able to rest. Please. This resting, do you know how many people I've seen that dropped? January was so brutal. For people that just live in this world, I'm like, God, what is happening? Because those people don't even have time to do anything. I have seen people that just go. My baby sister just left this world suddenly. So I know what it means for people to just leave this world without completing what they wanted to do. So be nice to yourself and rest. Something else I want to talk about is something that there's a boundary to that. And I want to make sure that everybody, that you understand it as I'm trying to explain it. So one of the things is that people don't like you to talk about yourself. Like, there are people, because they resent who you are. I'm trying to see how I can put this in so you guys can understand it. If you know, like for me, when I was growing up, I didn't know I was beautiful. And it's not like it's not like people look at me, they don't see the beauty. I don't know. Because when the people look at me, I don't think they saw my beauty. So I didn't know I was beautiful. So I worked so hard to make myself look beautiful, right? Not like I did anything wrong, but I tried to clean up the stigma that followed someone that grew up like the way I grew up. And I worked so hard about that. I did everything that I did in my life. I shared a video about where we were living when I was growing up. So everything I did to get to where I am was very, very intentional. Very intentional. I wasn't supposed to go to school. I went to school to get the highest degree. It wasn't easy to go to school and graduate. I wasn't to get 2 bachelor's degree. There's no educational milestone that I achieved that was easy. Why? Because I didn't learn how to read and write until I came to the United States. Not that I don't know how, but my environment did not support it for me to do that. So you're telling me now, after I have done all that, stayed with City of Houston for over 30 years, have been blessed beyond my imagination, and I come out to dress well, to be looking good, and somebody's going to tell me, who do you think you are? Are you kidding me? Do you know that you have to try as much as you can? You have to try as much as you can to not let people pull you down. Let your shine blind the enemies. There is no reason why your shine should be upsetting somebody else unless I don't want you to shine. You know what you have been through. You know the hard work you have done. Everybody, every individual deserves to get paid for what they have done. Get paid means that you're reaping what you have sown. So when you are sowing, make sure you're sowing something beautiful. So when you're reaping it, you don't feel bad about it. Learn how to not let people hold you down and begin to judge you for no reason. People are going to judge you. People are going to have an opinion. People are going to come out and be saying things. But I'm trying to get you to have enough confidence in your life that you don't let that affect you. Because the biggest thing that some people like is to see you down. People enjoy when you're down on the floor. Most of the things that people are doing against you, it's not because they're doing it because they want to love you. No, 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 no. They're doing it to fight you. They're doing it because they feel like they have seen some things in you that they cannot stand. People use certain things to cover on their wickedness towards you. I have seen a lot. I have gone through a lot. There's nobody, there's no human being that God created that is strong enough to take away the goodness that God had for you. There's nobody. If you are one that have done good in your life, you're going to see how God is going to bless you. If you are one that have worked so hard, you're not hurting anybody. That's why you have to be very careful what you do. Because for you to enjoy what I'm talking about right now, for you to get to the state of mind that I'm referring to, you have to make sure that you stay clean in everything you do. I was talking to somebody last week because somebody hurt me badly and I have the ability to destroy that person. And trust me, it's not like I'm saying I'm a human being. No. I'm not saying that I'm God. No. That's not what I'm saying. Something come to my lap that I can be able to do it direct to something else. Because one thing I say redirect is that when you keep doing bad, you're going to reap what you sow, right? Because I don't want anybody's, I would say, somebody's blood in my hand. I'm not going to change who I am because of that. Because you're going to get it though. When you keep manipulating, conniving, backstabbing, and doing things to people that never did anything to you, you're going to get it. It's just a matter of time. But will you participate with me participating in you getting it? I decide to stay out of it. One of the strongest advice I got from somebody is that create something negative for that person. So this thing we are talking about, life, is that you want to make sure that when you get to that level, you're able to sleep well. Sleep well means that you can go to sleep and wake up with no ounce of feeling about anything. You cannot harbor anything about somebody. So enjoy and dwell in the goodness that God decorated you for. Because you worked hard for it. If anybody is getting blinded by your shine, they should go and put on glasses or they could go find themselves when they need to find themselves. Don't ever turn your light down because you want somebody else to shine. Don't ever do that. People want you to do that. People want you to turn your light, turn your shine down so that they feel like you're shine. No, no, no. Each of us, each individual have their own path. That means when you turn your lights on, I turn mine on, it's better for everybody. I don't have to turn my lights on so I can accommodate you to turn your own on. No. Don't do that. You're not responsible for anybody's lights or being loved. Or you're not responsible. Just keep being a nice person like you are. Being gentle with yourself is not you compromising. You cannot keep compromising for people. You cannot do that. That's not what God wants of you. That's not what God wants of you. So I'm going to recap this again because, you know, you guys, I told you I have to come this life. I'm going to be trying to do this as often as I can. And I apologize every time I said that, but, you know, Trump is trumping the whole country right now. And because I'm in the financial career, everything is kind of affecting my work. That's why I keep talking about retirement, because when it's time, right? So I was talking about being gentle to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. And then be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You may not be perfect, but you are all you have got to live with. This is not about being perfect. So I'm not here to say you are a perfect human being. I'm just saying be nice to yourself, because this you are all you have. Do you know that something could happen? Everybody will turn against you. You're still going to be by yourself. Do you know you can go to sleep? You're crying by yourself. Even if you have a husband, a boyfriend, a partner that is laying with you, they are not feeling things the way you're feeling it. Be nice to yourself. If you're not nice to yourself, then the whole world can now bombard on you. If something happened, take ownership of it and let it go. If it's something you can do something about, do something about it. If you cannot, let it go. If something happened to you, if something happened from everywhere, leave it alone. You have limitations. Thank you for the stars, my love. Thank you, honey. You have limitations. You have things you can control. You have things you can do anything about. You know why? Because at the end of the day, you don't have the power to determine what happened to somebody. We only have one controller. That's God. If you like, you can call juju. You can call kinds of stuff. You can dramatize your life as much as you want. At the end of the day, that's God. Be nice and gentle to yourself. Nobody is perfect. So leave room for yourself to repent and re-evaluate and re-evolve. Nobody is perfect. Why are you chasing perfection? Why are you chasing your good, why are you chasing it? Each of us have a path that you want to maintain. Leave all these things alone. Stop judging yourself. People start talking. You did this. This is what you did. Leave it alone. But don't turn your shine down. You see all these people are going around talking. Don't turn your shine down. Oh. Don't turn it down. You guys understand what I'm talking about? Do you know what I have been through? I must tell you guys this story. You're going to hear it. I'm going to list the story down. When I come and say story, you will hear. And I'm not telling you the story to justify anything. I'm not telling you the story to buy you to like me. I'm not telling you the story to, no. I'm telling you the story because somebody is going to gain, somebody is going through the same thing. Somebody is going to help. It's going to be lifted. It's going to be encouraged. You're going to be encouraged to keep pushing through. You're going to be encouraged to keep living your life. That's why we tell story. I'm not going to come down here and tell you story that this person did this. No. I'm telling you story about hope. What has hope gone through in life? What has hope survived? How did hope gain this confidence that I have? Because my confidence you will never understand. Why I feel like I am so confident in this world that nobody, no human born of anybody can do anything to you. I want to tell you that story so you know that you are God's own. God had you. When I went to Nigeria, I was moving out with my baby sister. We keep talking. And then she kept getting drifted up and down. Because one thing my father did not give us money. But he gave us pride. He gave us this ability to answer Obika. So I was trying to share with my sister. I said, remember, Daddy said, if you don't want to answer my name, change it. Most people in my family, they change it and they're going up and down because most of them are just, nonsense. I said, Daddy, I'm going to answer Ada Simeon Obika to the highest level of atrocity. I'm going to answer it. Then, we didn't have anything. We don't even have food to eat. If I look at my future then, I see zero. No part. I was sharing with somebody else, my father was so poor, but he believed that he was rich. And we can keep wondering. Daddy, why you keep saying that you are rich? We can't even afford food. Because my father was looking into the future. My father saw today. He saw that today. So when you keep doing all that stuff, and then you begin to now relax and enjoy your life, people are going to tell you, no, don't do it. Oh, you shouldn't be doing it that way. And somebody is going to come from somewhere and try to paint you black. Are you guys kidding me? Do you know that you don't have the ability? Because anything people paint you as a person that works so hard to your life, you're going to go to the shower and bath yourself and it's going to come off. Do you guys do believe that? Trust me. It happens like that. Nobody has the ability to paint you anything. But if you begin to take it, if you begin to wear that cloth they're trying to wear you will begin to wear yourself down. Take it off. Let your shine shine. People need your light to see. People need to look at you and say there is God. There is goodness. There are certain things you're doing. Leave all those things alone. You know, one thing I told somebody last week, people be calling me with all kinds of stuff because, when something is going on, people are going to be calling. People like to tell story, right? But they call me, say, I want to talk to you about something I already know. I'm like, what do you want to talk to me about? Do you know this is about? I say, let me tell you something, If people say you're doing juju, ask them for a reference. Go and do your own. We are no longer in the world. When people are walking around and say, hey, you're doing this, you're doing it, people, go and do your own. If you don't want to do it, leave it alone. Nobody should be walking around with any shame that people are assuming some things that doesn't belong to you. Why are you taking ownership of it? Serve one master. Believe in God, believe in God. You believe juju, believe in juju. You believe anything, you believe in it. But don't let people begin to decorate you and paint you because of their delusion of mind, because of their crooked and messed up ways. Don't let that happen. You should always weigh your options, I always, someone was trying to talk to me the other day. He said, look at where you are. Look at certain people that are talking. Should you even entertain that? No, I don't. I don't. Happy Chakwa that we are here just try to play nice. That doesn't mean that you're going to allow someone to dim your light. That you work so hard to. Do you know how long? Do you know what it takes me to keep my candle burning? Hi, Jesus. Do you know what the great news is? Out of all this I'm talking about. There's a possibility that when you pray about something, God will grant it to you. I'm going to come back and talk about my relationship because we're going to talk about how I made Victor. People think it's a joke. Because if you're there believing in something and you feel like you have to keep making all kinds of mistakes, keep doing things that is out of character so people can love you, don't do that anymore. Don't do it anymore. God has somebody for you. God has your own things set up for you. But what do we do sometimes? We start looking at, we want to jealous them. And you start going after what somebody else's have. Why your own is there waiting for you. So most of us misstep. You take the wrong route. It's like your route is to go straight. You see somebody on the right hand side eating barbecue, laughing. You're supposed to go straight and encounter the things you need to encounter on your way. You don't want to do that. You will take a right turn to go follow somebody else. Who is going to finish your race for you when you start running somebody else's race? What you're doing right there, you go start running somebody else's race. Why? Because of what they said. People think, oh, they said I did this. Okay, they said I'm doing this. Let me just go left. Maybe they'll stop talking about me. Oh, maybe this is happening. Let me do this. People can stop talking. So you're not compromising yourself. You're not confused. You go left, they say, don't go left too. Why you go left? Go right. You go right, they say, you're going right too. Why don't you go left? Now you start living your life based on people's opinion. It's not a good thing. It's not a good place to be. When you start doing that, guess what? You're constantly waiting for the next thing. Okay, what are they talking about then? What are they saying? Oh, let me do this so that they can be in line with that saying. Okay, go. No, they're saying this. No, let me do it and go here. You're no longer being yourself. You don't even know who you are anymore. Each time you start doing that, you don't know who you are anymore. That's what the world wants from you. Those people that they're going to sit down, laugh. They cannot laugh. They're going to laugh at you. You self will say, I thought I trusted you. For what? Be nice to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. If you haven't done this work, assess, analyze, go deep down. Know yourself. Know you. Who are you? When you know who you are, people can talk left, right, center, forward, backwards. It will not affect you. I promise you. Trust me on this one. If you know yourself so much that you know what button someone can push to get you. And you get hold of all that. And you use all those stones that are throwing at you and use it to build their mansion. And you clean yourself up and enter that mansion. Nobody will touch you. If you don't know yourself, when they come back and say, I hope, what are you doing? You do this thing. You went that way, you stole money. You say, I didn't steal money. You start running left. You go back. I hope. You're going this way. I saw the other day, you're eating rice. You're not supposed to be eating rice. You're wicked by eating. Oh, no, I won't eat rice again. No, let me go and eat fufu. You start eating fufu. They come back and say, I hope you're so fat. Why don't you go and eat? Why don't you lose weight? Oh my God, I will not eat again. Let me go and eat salad. You start eating salad. They come back and say, why are you eating so salad? You're losing weight. You're too skinny. Let me go and eat. You will, hey, Jesus. Do you even understand how confusing that is? But if you know yourself, you know that I'm eating this rice because I want to eat rice. I feel like I told you guys yesterday was Valentine. Happy Valentine's Day again if I haven't said. Whether I do anything or not, I don't want to stay in my house. I want to stay in a very beautiful place with the love that God decorated me with. So if I decide to go check in a hotel and stay with that, that's what I want to do. Does it have anything to do with whether I have money or not? No. Because I have connections. Remember I talked about connection before? I have connection. I have connection with Hilton. I have connection with airline because where I travel a lot. So I perfected my connection. I can pick up the phone and call the hotel and say, I need to come check in. I'll check in. It has nothing to do with you shining too much. Why are you talking about that? No, because you worked for it. You got it. So would I be listening to somebody that start having an opinion? Why are you doing that? Because I want. This morning we got up. I just got home. Before I came live, we went and ate breakfast because I want to. But you know, some people will see you, they'll start telling all kinds of stories. Because why? They don't want you to enjoy your life. And I ask you again, why does it matter to you people's opinion about you? You cannot live your life. Your life, you cannot. It's not possible for you to live the life that God gave you if you keep minding people's opinion. You're going to have to put those opinions to rest so you can see clearly. It's blocking your vision. You're not going to be able to live a good life until your vision is clear. That's why I say know yourself. Who are you? What do you like? What is it that is good for you? Because once you begin to put all those together, God will command them. You attract them. What do you like? Do you like someone that always like a cost problem? But there are people that are expert. They are the perfect problem. Troublemaker, they perfect it. Anything is Ozuzo, give me, is my own, it's not your own. Everything you're dragging. Are you dragging it because of what? Leave it. You understand? I hope you guys, I'm really hoping that somebody, I'm talking to somebody get what I'm talking about. This is not about anything. Know yourself. I am a very, very intentional person. If I get up now, get in my car, I'm very intentional. If you call me about something, it has nothing to do with where I'm going. I'm not going to partake in it. That's how I am. And it took a lot of work because of my background and history. Right? And I see that it works. It keeps me focused. It kept me centered. I have vision. I'm walking in line with what I perceive. I'm going in direction that I want to go. As I'm going, I'm checking in. I'm asking myself, this road I'm going, it was good for me to go this road yesterday. Is it still good for me to continue? Keep checking in. Keep checking in. Because this world is full of agendas. And those agendas, you know, there are certain spirits that is controlling some agendas that people have towards you. And that spirit, you know, when they said, yeah, you know, you're going to rotate certain spirits in your life, you're going to do something that you do something, you will irritate people. It is true. Your spirits will start to irritate people. And some of them will start to make some things up. That don't even make any sense. There's certain things I hear sometimes, I'm like, that don't even make any sense. And the person that is talking about it is fully loaded. Because why? They're being controlled by a very devious spirit. But if they have clarity, they will know that that is one rubbish they're talking about. Focus on your life. Be gentle with yourself. People are going to talk. If you take leg waka, they will talk. You buy Mercedes and get on, they will talk. You buy a car you're pushing, they will talk. You decide to not sleep, people will talk. You have a boyfriend, they will talk. You don't have a boyfriend, they will talk. You follow somebody, they will talk. They will talk. Again, if you know yourself, you are very, very intentional about where your life is going. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. If you have this understanding that God is one that controls everything, that means that nothing anybody can say or do that will affect what God has in stock for you, except for you. If you understand that you're the only one that will mess up, you're the only one that will decide to be doing things that is going to affect how God. If you understand all that, you're going to be okay. Once you have that understanding that when you have the understanding that there's somebody where God is not a somebody, there's something stronger, there's an almighty movement that is happening beyond your naked eyes. When you have the understanding there's something else that sees everything. Number one, you stop defending yourself too much for non-relevant things. Stop defending yourself. People will carry wahala and put on your head because they don't like to see you happy. Stop defending yourself. It's not your business. And I'm sorry, because it's happening to you doesn't mean you have to respond. Because why? There is something. There is a bigger authority. Let me put it this way. There's a bigger, because my spiritual mother will hear me call God something and she will want to scatter my head. There's a bigger authority. There's a highest authority that sees everything, that controls everything. So what we are doing here is temporary. If you're one that, you know how they call people and say, you're a thief, you're a thief, you're a thief. People is just believing you're a thief. They're calling you a thief. If I were you, I would stay still. I will not even defend that thiefness. I won't. Because you know there's a higher authority. Go to him. Go kneel down. I say, God, this, that, did not do it so. But you're going to bring clarity to this later on. I was sharing in one video, I said, when people do things to you, they're going to gain 3 different things. That thing that they did to you or they took from you is going to become a burden or a cost on them. Or that thing they took from you is going to return back. Or God is going to use that thing to make a statement. Whether you fight or not, it's not relevant. You know, because sometimes we want to satisfy ourselves by going back and forth with people. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody's worth it. There's no human being that's worth that worth you going back and forth and trying to drive yourself crazy. Be nice with yourself. If you know how to delete stuff, let it go. Just let things go. Ultimately, one controller, that's God. He sees. He judges accordingly. Karma might be delayed. It must happen. See all these people that are, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day. You guys know I'm a mentor, right? So I do have a lot of people I mentor. But when I'm talking to them, I'm helping myself, right? Because there are certain similar situations you'll be going through. People are talking, you're laughing. So I was talking to her. I was laughing. She said, why are you laughing, mommy? I said, because if I tell you I'm going to the center, would you believe me? People are going to gather, right? Befriend each other for no reason, no, and come after you. Do you know how many times that has happened to me? Sometimes it's for no reason, no. No reason. But what I like to tell those people is that you're just trying to create issue for yourself. Let it go. But it's hard to do for some people because when you're hearing certain things about you, how people are talking about you, trying to lie on your head, is very hard to take. Trust me, I know. It's very hard to take. That's one of the things I don't, because sometimes I say, but why? What is, what, can you just stop? But they're not going to stop. Because the stakes are high. You know, they're not going to stop. So my advice is that if you're going through that, it seems like the whole world is against you. So that they have carried what you have not done and put on your head. They say you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this. If I tell you to let it go, would you believe me? Would you accept it? If I tell you not to put your energy in it, don't even try. Because then you'll begin to now put yourself through turmoil that you don't want to deal with. Cry. Yes. Do everything you want to do. But try to disconnect from it and let it go. Be gentle to yourself. Nobody's perfect. Leave all this thing. No, nobody's perfect. Don't work to be a perfect person. Don't work to create perfection. Don't work to do things so people can say, oh, you're a good person. Stop all that. It's not necessary. God sees. Do you know how much God decorates me? I don't even do much. All I have to do is kneel down. Sometimes I have to fast though. Pray for what I want. God finds a way to give me those things. The way God has blessed me and loved me, I cannot compromise that. I can't. That's why people get confused. They say I'm doing juju. You know when God will bless you, people will give credit to juju instead of God. You know there's an extraordinary things happening in your life. Does that make sense? When people will begin to term you that you're doing some evil, devilish thing to gain what you're gaining, then you yourself will believe that there's some extraordinary things happening. Because me, I get confused sometimes. I'm like, it's like magic. God's miracle will get you perplexed. It will make you feel like, what is happening? So if you are feeling it, you cannot blame people that's always giving credit to nonsense about your blessings. You guys don't understand. Count your blessings. I'm listing some of them. And then when I get time, I'll come and count my blessings so you can learn how to count your blessings. That gives God, that boosts him to keep doing what he's doing in your life. Count your blessings. Don't let people make you diminish. People make you hide. There are people that don't like to talk their blessings. So me, I like to talk about it. You want to hear? You want to hear? Maybe you can start to find the highest juju I'm doing. Like I tell people, I said, if you think I'm doing juju, go and do your own. You want reference? Go and do your own now. This is an equal field. You know, all this rubbish it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Okay? I hope somebody find value in this, and I thank you guys. I greet you and I welcome you to my life. I welcome you to my page, and I have to apologize for not being active like I'm supposed to, because I used to come live with you guys every Saturday, and I said I was going to be doing it. But Trump is trumping me. Oh, Trump is trumping us. Trump is trumping us, and I keep saying this. People keep wondering what am I talking about, because America, United States, especially if you work for government, I work for governments. There's a lot of shaky going on, you know. There's a lot of financial constraint. There's a lot of things going on within the government entity itself. So I work for local government, so that is trickling down. So that's why I feel like it's time for Hope to do peace out. But I will let you guys know. I'm gonna come down here and count down when I'm ready. That's gonna be like, you know, later in the year. I keep my finger crossed it gets to that point, but we're gonna do countdown. I'm gonna come here to kind of share some insights and some experiences, hoping that one or two people can gain from it. Because there are certain things I see. I wish people talk about it, because somebody will now avoid the mistake. We don't like to talk. We like to hold things in, and people are making mistakes. There's a lot of immigration updates that I can come to share to the ability that I know, to the level that I understand. In the past, I was sharing about these people paying money for visa, and I'm trying to tell you, don't fall for it. So I'm going to bring some points and some insights that I can be able to share. So when I go live, sometimes I'm going to write it down, because I like to write things down so I don't drift off. So I'm going to come back and say updates. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. So you can at least know, because people are taking money from people, trying to get you to do something that is not possible. You know what I mean? So be patient. Take your time. Like I keep telling people all the time, whatever God has for you is for you. You know, stop feeling like you're jumping up and down a lot. There are people that like to jump up and down a lot. So whatever God has for you is for you. All you have to do is just stay focused, and then so you can stay focused and stay patient. So you can be able to partake in what God has for you. Nobody can take it away. It's only you that will do something that will deter you from your blessings. Nobody can come and yank your blessing away. Like somebody say, I'm taking your blessing, I can't do it. And nobody can take your destiny. So we want to stop certain nonsense so we can stay focused. Does that make sense? Let's stop certain things, because you're feeding yourself some things that is jittering you. So begin to have clarity. When you begin to have clarity, you can be able to now partake. There's too much going on in the world right now. There's too much going on. In this America, there's a lot coming. But people are not understanding that you want to have strategy. You want to strategize how you can be able to go past this and keep going. You know what I mean? So pulling somebody down, gossiping, backstabbing, manipulating, it doesn't pay. Guys, it does. I haven't seen anybody that come back and say, I got rich, I got successful because I pulled everybody down. It doesn't work. The only thing is that it puts your world in a turmoil. So be nice to yourself, and then eliminate all that. Remember, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So don't go for perfection. You cannot achieve it. Okay. So I hope you guys found value in this. I'm really hoping. And when you come in, let me know where you're listening from. Lucy, thank you. Thank you for joining. My sweetheart, my love. Chinaka, thank you for the stars, honey. I love you. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching, and invite someone. Okay, Joy Alexander, thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're watching from when you join, so I can give you a shout out. Okay, thank you guys for listening, and thank you for partaking in this. But please don't forget, be nice to yourself. Whatever you have done in the past, forget about it. Forgive yourself. Go to God, kneel down, ask for forgiveness, and wipe your slate clean. Have a new beginning today. If you're one that is always feeling like you have all this negative energy hovering around you because of what people are saying, remove it. Remove it. Remove it. Remove whatever people are saying about you, are talking, this, you did this, remove it. Don't wear it. Hi, sis, Elizabeth, thank you. Remove it. Whatever people are doing, for now, just take it off. Have a clean slate and forgive yourself. Forget about it. Let them talk. Oh, is their mouth. If they want to talk, let them talk. If they want to gossip, let them gossip. Remember what I told you. You have your own path. What somebody else has nothing to do with you. Please, stop wasting time. Jealousy, backstabbing, trying to manipulate people. There are people that are very good at this, but I haven't seen where it lead them. They think they are winning, but they're not winning. That is not even, there's no growth in it. Focus on yourself and be good to yourself. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Don't let people guilt trip you into rubbish. Okay? Delete, disconnect, and move on. Delete, disconnect, and move on. You have to learn how to do that. And then be very intentional about the things you do to yourself, please. Today is about self. I'm not asking you about your family members. I'm not asking about your friends. I say you. Today is about you. It's about you. Even yesterday that was Valentine. Go buy yourself candy. Do something that is great for your soul. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't let people keep telling you what you can do to yourself and what you cannot do. Live your life, guys. Come on, please. I see. You know why I'm so passionate about this? I see so much. I see and hear so much, that if you know me, and you're in a business of trying to talk about me or pull me down, if I can save you, I will tell you to forget it because it will not work, right? But if I say it, you think I'm playing because you're going to try anyway. Because you have been trying, it's not working. Everybody have been doing it's not working. And you're still trying. You should rest by now. Come on now. Even myself, when I see myself, I know that there's something bigger. So you should just stop and then turn a new leaf. So this is the way you can talk to people that you feel like, tell them just to save them, stop. Because nothing they're doing has a barrier or has any value to your direction in life. Okay, don't forget that. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Love you guys as always. And make it a beautiful life, and make sure you are great for yourself. You are very important. You're enough. Everything you need, God gave you. Everything that you need to progress, you already have. So be gentle and be kind to yourself. You're not perfect. Nobody is. Okay? Go back and have a clean slate. Forget about yesterday. Forget about the day before. Clean up that slate. Wipe it clean and start all over again going forward. Be very intentional, people that come in and out of your life, and move on. Life is getting shorter. Love you guys. Bye-bye.